Hey, Charles, guess what? I just booked a flight again, and my brain is already in airport mode.
Of course it is. The airport is basically a real-life English textbook, but with more stress and fewer dictionaries.
Exactly. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Charles and Alice. If you're new here, we're two friends who help A2 to B1 learners understand real spoken English through warm conversations, like coffee talk, not formal lessons.
And I'm Charles. I talk fast when I'm nervous, so please forgive me.
I'm Alice, and I'll slow things down with simple explanations inside the dialogue. Today's topic is talk and vocabulary at the airport.
You know what that means? Ticket counters, security lines, and that moment when you realize you forgot something, and the whole terminal starts judging you.
Honestly, that's a mood. So hit like if you want more real-life English, and subscribe if you want us to catch you before you panic at gate B12. All right, let's do this.
Okay, picture this. It's early morning. I'm at the airport with a backpack that's somehow heavier than my entire personality.
Oh, come on. Your personality is definitely heavy.
Thank you. Anyway, I'm standing near the check-in counter, and the sign says, "Check-in closes 30 minutes before departure."
That sentence is like a threat.
Exactly. And I'm trying to remember the words. So I walk up and I say to the agent,
Wait. What did you actually say?
I said, "Hi, I have a reservation. And, can I check in?"
That's like asking, "Hello, I'm alive. Can I be alive?"
Yeah. But to be fair, I was tired.
You always act like English disappears when your stomach does.
True. But then the agent asks, "May I have your passport, please?"
Easy. That's one of those phrases you can basically memorize without thinking.
Right. I hand it over and she says, "Your flight is on time."
Ooh, on time. That's such a useful one. It means the plane leaves when it's scheduled, not late.
Exactly. And I'm like, "Great, thanks." Then I get my boarding pass. It feels like a magic card.
Boarding pass. Okay, quick vocabulary moment for our listeners. A boarding pass is the paper or digital ticket that tells you which gate and seat you have.
And then you're supposed to walk to your gate, like a tiny traveler robot.
Unless your gate changes.
Oh, don't remind me. Last time the board showed gate C7, and then 5 minutes later it changed to gate A3. I was running like I owed money to the airport.
You were hustling.
I was hustling, yes. And I remember thinking, how do I ask politely?
Try this. Excuse me, has my gate changed?
That's actually smart.
And if you're really confused, where is gate A3?
See, this is why I like talking to you. You make the panic sound organized.
Also, you can use, "Could you help me, please?" because people like helpful travelers.
Okay, so after check-in, you're supposed to go through security. And that is a whole experience.
Security is where your confidence goes to get scanned.
Yes. First, they tell you, take off your belt, your shoes, if needed, and put liquids in a separate bag.
Right, liquids. That word always scares people.
I had a tiny bottle of water. I thought, it's just water. It's basically harmless.
But the rule is about volume limits, and they're strict.
I know, but I didn't want to throw it away. I was bargaining with my own water bottle.
Like, please, don't make me sacrifice you.
Then the guard looked at me and said, "Liquids must be in this bag."
So use that phrase, must be. It means it's required. Must be is like, no choice, it's the rule.
I nodded like a professional. Then I tried to use English again, and I said, "Okay, sure. Where do I put it?"
Perfect. And if you don't understand, sorry, could you repeat that, please? That's totally normal.
You know what I hate, though? When the line moves slowly, and you just stand there with your items ready, feeling judged by the whole universe.
That's why we practice. Even if we feel awkward, the words are simple.
Okay, so now we're walking toward the gate area. There are announcements, but they're fast.
Usually they say things like, "Attention passengers, boarding will begin at..."
And that moment when you hear boarding, it's like, oh, something is happening.
Exactly. Boarding means passengers can start getting on the plane.
I always get confused because they also say, please have your boarding pass ready.
So you can say, "Sure, here you go."
Or you can ask, what time does boarding start?
Yep. And if they say it already started, don't panic. Just move calmly to the line.
Calmly is not my brand, but okay.
Speaking of lines, can I tell you an anecdote?
Of course, you always have one.
The last time I traveled, I was carrying a laptop in my bag. At security, they asked me to take it out.
Ah, yes, the laptop ritual.
I was already nervous because I had never done it like that in English. The guard said, "Place it in the tray."
Place it in the tray. That's a good phrase.
Exactly. I remember I said, "Like this?"
That's a very non-native question.
But it worked. The guard smiled and said, "Yes, thank you."
See? Asking small questions is not embarrassing. It's actually smart.
And if you drop something, you say, "Sorry," and you pick it up fast.
Safety first.
Okay, let's switch gears. When you're at the airport, people ask questions like, "Where are you flying to?" Or, "What's the purpose of your trip?"
That's where I freeze. Because I don't know how to answer without sounding dramatic.
Tell me your real answer.
I always want to say something like, I am traveling spiritually.
No way!
I don't say it out loud. I say the safe version. For work or for vacation.
Perfect. For work means you're traveling because of a job. For vacation means leisure.
And if it's not work or vacation, like visiting family,
You say, "I'm visiting my family," or "I'm here to see my friends."
okay, that's clean.
Now, imagine there's a problem, like your bag doesn't arrive.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying, airports have delays. Sometimes things don't go as planned.
In my head, I'm always one step away from a disaster movie.
Honestly, if that happens, you can use phrases like, "I think my luggage is missing."
Or, my bag didn't come out on the carousel.
Yes, carousel is the conveyor belt where luggage comes out at baggage claim.
Baggage claim. I love the calmness of the word claim. Like, I will claim my bag now.
Exactly. And if you need help, "Could you check my booking, please?"
That's helpful.
Another common moment. You're thirsty, you want to buy a coffee, and you ask, "Do you accept cards?"
Or, can I pay by card?
Yes, these are small phrases, but they make you feel confident in real situations.
I once asked, do you take card?
You turned a whole economy into 2 words.
Hey, it worked. They understood me.
In English, people usually understand the meaning, even if the grammar is imperfect. Just be clear.
Speaking of being clear, let's do a mini role play.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm at the gate, and the staff asks, are you traveling alone?
You can answer honestly, "Yes, I am," Or, no, I'm traveling with my friend.
And if you don't understand the question?
Sorry, what do you mean? Or, could you repeat, please?
That's simple.
Okay, now the staff says something like, passengers should keep their documents ready.
Should keep. That's advice, not an absolute rule.
Yes, should means recommended. It's not always as strict as must.
Got it.
And then they start calling boarding groups. That's another useful phrase, boarding group.
Sometimes they say, Group A, please proceed to boarding gate.
You might also hear priority passengers or special assistance.
Special assistance makes people feel cared for.
True. And if you need it, you can say, I need special assistance, please.
Okay, that's strong. And it's important.
Let's talk about how to sound polite when you're rushing.
Yes, because I always feel rude when I'm moving fast.
You can use, sorry, excuse me. That's a magic combo.
Like, sorry, excuse me, where is the security line?
Exactly. And if someone is walking slowly, you can't be aggressive. You can ask, can I get past you?
That's respectful.
Even if you're stressed, politeness keeps everything smoother.
Okay, real talk. What do you do when an announcement confuses you?
I do this. I look at the board, then I ask one question.
One question only.
Yes, because if you ask 5 things, people get tired.
I ask like 10.
Exactly. And then you apologize with your eyes.
My eyes work overtime.
Here's a phrase. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again, please?
That's good. It's honest.
And you can point to the board. Is it still gate C7?
If it's changed, people will tell you.
By the way, a lot of airports have Wi-Fi, and you might ask, do you have free Wi-Fi?
Or, what's the password?
Yes. And if they say something hard, you can say, sorry, can you spell that?
That's a superpower.
Honestly.
The spelling superpower.
Another vocabulary area, emotions. When you're late, you can say, I'm cutting it close.
Yes, that's an idiom. It means you're near the deadline, but you might barely make it.
Perfect.
I was cutting it close last year. I arrived at the airport with like 20 minutes left.
20 minutes?
And I had to check my bag, go through security, and find my gate.
That sounds terrifying.
I was running, and I said, I'm cutting it close, sorry.
People understand that. It's not rude to explain you're rushing.
Then the agent said, okay, hurry, please.
And you did. Okay, let's add another idiom. To board is the main verb, but you might also hear to line up.
Like, please line up by boarding group.
Exactly. Line up means form a line and wait your turn.
And if you're unsure, you just look.
Yes, airports are basically observe, then act.
Now, when you sit on the plane, you'll hear phrases like, fasten your seatbelt,
Seatbelt, another simple word.
and, in case of emergency, please, you know the rest.
I always listen, but I never want emergency to be my future.
Same.
Okay, back on the ground, at the airport, you might talk about money. Like, is there a currency exchange here?
Or, where's the ATM?
I once asked, where is the exchange office?
You're like, hello, exchange office?
But the person understood. They pointed me to a place.
That's communication.
Another thing, you might have to ask about baggage rules.
Yes, like carry-on versus checked luggage.
Carry-on is what you take into the cabin with you. Checked luggage is what you put in the hold.
Great. And you might hear weight limit.
I learned the hard way. I had an extra 2 kilos.
2 kilos is always dangerous.
The agent said, "This bag is overweight. You'll need to pay a fee."
So you can say, how much is the extra charge?
And if it's too expensive, you can ask, "Can I remove some items?"
Exactly. I remember I moved a hoodie into my carry-on like a magician.
A hoodie magician.
Let's do a quick moment for listeners. Phrasal verb, to take off.
Wait, take off is also take off, like the plane leaving.
Exactly. It can be confusing. But at security, take off your shoes uses take off, meaning remove.
And on the plane will take off, meaning leave the ground.
So context matters.
That's a great point for A2 to B1 learners. Don't panic when a word has 2 meanings.
Okay, one more scenario. You need to change your ticket.
Oh no.
It happens. If you miss a flight or your plans change, you might speak to customer service.
They might ask for your booking reference number.
Yes, booking reference is like an ID for your reservation.
And you can say, "I'd like to reschedule my flight." That means change the date or time.
Or, can I get a refund?
Exactly. Though refund rules vary.
I hate uncertainty.
Same. But you can still ask calmly.
Okay then, let's think about small talk at the airport. Sometimes you're not alone. Maybe your friend shows up to say bye.
Or you meet someone in the waiting area.
You can say, how long is your flight?
Or, "Where are you going?"
That's simple.
But also, you can keep it friendly. Any tips for the trip?
Speaking of tips, my tip is always arrive early.
Yours is always arrive early and panic quietly.
Hey, it works.
Here's my personal favorite idiom, to be in a hurry.
Yeah. If you feel stressed, you can say, I'm in a hurry.
And then add, "Is there a faster line?"
Or, do you have priority boarding?
Right.
Okay, final airport scene. The gate is loud. People are standing. The staff calls for final boarding.
And you're checking your things. Passport, boarding pass, maybe your charger.
And I always forget one small thing. Like sunglasses.
Sunglasses are life.
They are.
If you realize you forgot something inside the lounge, you can't always go back.
So you say, I'm sorry, I forgot something.
Then you follow the staff's advice. It's better than running like a superhero.
All right. So the plane boards, and the last thing you hear is, have a pleasant flight.
And you reply, "Thank you."
Or, you too.
That's cute.
You know what? Airports make me realize how important small vocabulary is. It's not about sounding perfect. It's about functioning.
Exactly. You're not giving a TED Talk. You're traveling.
But sometimes I want to give a TED Talk to the security guard.
Today, I'll explain why my liquid is emotionally important.
Honestly, though, I'm grateful we practiced.
Me too.
Because when I say, could you repeat that? I'm not embarrassed.
And listeners, if you ever feel awkward, remember, airports are full of people who are nervous for the same reason.
Okay, one last question for you.
Hit me.
If you had to choose just 3 phrases for the airport, what would they be?
I'd say, "Where is gate? Could you repeat that, please?" And, "I'd like to check in."
That's basically everything I say. but with confidence.
Exactly. Confidence is vocabulary you can feel.
Okay, Charles. Quick recap time. Like a mini airport review, but in our style.
All right. First, check-in phrases. You say, "I'd like to check in." Then you're ready with your passport and your boarding pass. And for the gate, if things change, use, "Excuse me, has my gate changed?" Or simply ask, "Where is gate A3?"
At security, remember must be for strict rules, like liquids must be in this bag. If you don't understand, ask, "Could you repeat that, please?" If you're late, tell people, "I'm cutting it close." And if you need urgency, "I'm in a hurry," helps, but still politely.
For luggage, you can say, "I think my luggage is missing," and "My bag didn't come out on the carousel." Then you ask for help, like, "Could you check my booking, please?"
Nice. And for everyday survival, do you accept cards? Can I pay by card? Sorry, excuse me. Those are the small phrases that keep things smooth.
Also, don't forget the magic of context with takeoff. Shoes at security, plane leaving on board. And if an announcement is unclear, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again, please?"
When you say these things, you don't just learn vocabulary. You actually practice being brave in real English.
That's the whole point.
Okay, question for our listeners.
Yep, comment section time.
What's your biggest airport challenge in English? Security rules, gate changes, luggage problems, or small talk? Tell us which one and share the phrase you would use.
We're going to read your comments, and you know we love seeing your attempts. Even mistakes are totally fine.
Exactly. The airport is stressful enough. Your English doesn't have to be.
All right, that's it for today.
Thanks for hanging out with us. If this helped you, please hit like and subscribe so you get the next conversation before it feels too scary.
And don't forget the notification bell. We want you to hear our next topic as soon as it drops.
Next episode is going to be another friendly chat with real phrases and a few laughs. So stay close.
For now, take care, practice your airport English, and remember, you don't need perfect grammar. You just need clear words.
See you soon on Charles and Alice.